Chat. Chat. Come on, you had one job. But you know what, that's good? Because that was a tiebreaker. Now I'm pretty sure that solo is wanted because the second option was chosen. GG. Shake my hand. People voted for second. People voted for solo.
Yes. Clearly this is not rigged. Also, hi there, chat. How's everyone doing today?
Chat. What do you think about the New Dawn? Is it worth it? We will talk about it plenty. Actually, not that plenty, but we'll talk about it.
Well, we will cover it. But honestly, I just like the New Dawn. She's adorable. But I think like everyone in the community agrees with that one. Not a very hot take.
Yo, we're here.
Hello, cool YouTube people.
Hello, Burger
Hi there.
Police. Okay, so this will be purely solo tier list. We have 6 tiers, which I will I'll slightly alter it, because I swear to God, this poll has been at 50-50 every day, almost every day. Every time I checked it, this poll has been either 1% forward to like general tier list, or 1% towards solo tier list, right? Like, that was the most undecisive poll I have ever seen.
Well, Axe, maybe they just want both of them in like one stream. Have you considered that option?
I have, but that means like I have one less stream. I'll do the other one next week, you know?
We could do it like that, we could.
I have to... Guys, just like Project Moon gives us like a little bit here, a little bit there, I have to spread the content, otherwise you're gonna eat it all. And I'm gonna be dry, I'm gonna be spent. What am I gonna do? So this is the best sinner for the... Sorry, no. Best...
These solo guys... To be specific, Shred, this guy next to me is the solo guy. I am the meme guy. I solo the funnies. been
That's
using
what you
Noodle,
do.
Mel in teams that isn't Rupture, but definitely a must for Rupture team. Yeah, Noodle is like exceedingly good on Rupture teams, especially because her skill 1 applies 2 Rupture count on hit, if I remember correctly, which is really...
Why are you laughing?
Oh, no, nothing. I just heard the wind. You know. But yeah, the 2 Rupture count on hit is exceedingly good for Rupture teams. Because, the big weakness with Rupture teams is it's just hard to keep the count up.
Hey,
And
thanks, Coffee for
he definitely helps with that. Also, yay!
Thanks, Coffee for one. Gifted.
Let's see who gets it.
The golden rays of the glorious sunshine.
The sun itself has gotten the membership.
Wow.
Incredible.
It was me again. how could you be
Well,
that again? Memberships weren't on for a month yet.
That reminds me, my membership is gonna like run out in 8 days or so.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if I get it like again as a gift.
You were first
That would
gifted,
be
right?
hilarious. Yeah, I was the very first gifted actually.
God. Anyway, so for the tiers itself, there will be best ID for the sinner. There's only gonna be 1 ID of each sinner, so 12. I will have to put 12 up here. Really good is just what runs well, what doesn't do badly, what is fun. Mid is mid. I'm not gonna cry when you tell me to do that, but I'm not gonna jump in happiness and like be in relief that it happened. I'd rather not. Sweet Mother of God, don't make me run it. There's like a couple that qualifies there, and
I am genuinely curious which ones like will fall there.
And Grr tier is there as a safety net, because I don't think there is a single Grr, but if there is, it's gonna go to Grr. If anything makes me go Grr, I will put it in Grr. Okay? That's self-explanatory.
Sloshwell solo trust. Do we want to like start with Sloshwell just like to Cobel's chat insatiable demands?
No,
Okay, fair enough.
no, because then they're gonna leave because they'll get everything they wanted.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make you wait for it.
Where is Sloshwell on the tier list anyways?
Where all other Ishmaels are. This is by Sinner.
Oh, I just see. I like did see the Ishmael like spot at first.
Okay, so first LCB Isang. LCB Isang has nothing to go for himself. Every single like LCB will go low. It's not like I'm gonna cry if I have to do him or if I want to do him, because he has Sun Shower. But he just has nothing to do, nothing to go for.
Yeah, I have to imagine most like LCB units are kind of like meh, except for like maybe the good ones like Ryoshu. What do you think?
The good ones like Heathcliff are like funny, but the best LCB will be in mid.
Yeah, I have to imagine. But they don't carry themselves that far.
No, they don't. They don't.
But this solo guy, it's almost like that's the point of the stream, chat. Have you considered?
Fellas, have you considered that I do solo? Like, actually? Like,
No
I know
way.
it's crazy, but I do
The
solo.
solo guy does solo? Next you're gonna tell me the meme guy makes memes.
Okay, but are they funny? Also, hi, cool dog.
Yes, very much so funny.
Disc. Wait, he does solos in
This
human react.
content guy.
This team guy. Anyway.
Also, hi there again, Faust.
So I'm gonna do something crazy. People don't think well of him. Ezgu hates him. He's actually really good. He's actually really good
now?
solo. He doesn't flash badly, he does
makes him so
paralyze,
good?
he has good passive, he has a really good passive solo. He solo Furus, what is it? The second ego, the stone, the rocks. Wishing Cat. Thank you.
Yeah, that one, I forgot the name of it as well.
Moulinet is a blunt attack, which is nice. He has pierce attacks, which are nice. He has easy resonance on his passive. He's actually pretty good. The paralyze is
Also-
godsend, yeah, and
Carmen is in chat as well. Hi,
Carmen's always
Carmen.
in chat. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
70
she's
Sang
just
has-
waiting for me to distort, honestly.
True. 70 Sang's only weakness is having guard, but that happens to all of us. Like, a lot of units have guard, and a lot of units, the good units, will go down because of guard. Other than that, he's just decent. Like, he's really not decent. Like, he's very solid. He's tanky. He's very good when it comes to stacking his skills. Because again, paralyze, fragile, I believe. I'm not sure if fragile is there. I might be capping.
Is the Carmen in the room with you, Welvader? Not in my room, but in chat.
Have you tried all these IDs solo? Not in this mirror dungeon. I'll be real. I haven't tried every single one. But I have tried every single ID in the game. At least once. Some of them made me want to genocide myself. Fragility and Pierce Fragility. Yeah, so he's really solid. Like, he was my go-to before the actual best idea of Yisang. That we'll see in a moment.
Yeah, like two big.
Again, this is for Mirror Dungeon, so obviously Evade is cracked. Evade is absolutely cracked, but it's not the best thing. It's really cracked, but it's not the best. Molar.
But what about Mother?
Okay, personally, I would put him here. But that's because I have story with him. That's the problem.
Please do tell.
When he came out, I tried to do him. And he just refused to work every single time. I hate his skills. I hate everything about him. I really hate him. Objectively, he is probably here. I'm missing him. He's probably just here. But personally, I just hate him. I just don't like him. Discard OP, not on him. Discard does not save him.
Discord is good, but I think the thing with Mori Sang is that his skill of 1 and skill 2 don't really clash all too well, if I remember correctly. Like, it's just a tiny bit below average, but I might just be misremembering.
So, the reason why he's mid, like, he's not bad. Well, not mid. He's like, I would rather not. He's not like, he's lower part of mid. This is like lower, this is higher mid, this is lower mid. But
So where does Dante land on the tier list? He can't solo for shit. He's like at the bottom.
he is at the bottom. Yeah, Dante's like below the tier list. His
Bro
skill 2 is
cannot
not that
solo Bro cannot solo a backstreet rat.
So
That
the
is how,
reason
like,
he is alright, he's not the best, he's alright. The reason why I have such a hatred to him was because I played him in Mirror Dungeon 2, and I tried to use Fourth Match Flame, and if you remember MD2H, trying to win a clash with a 20 rolling ego was garbage.
yeah, you were just not winning that.
I was losing clash with ego because I was haha funny, let's use Fourth Match Flame. He's not horrible, but he's not good.
Dante will solo once he learns self-defense from Ishmael. Maybe he'll be like strong enough to take down like 2 whole backstreet rats.
Okay.
But yeah, what about Peaksang? The
Okay.
first mate of the peak.
So, chat, let's play a game. Which damage node you do not want to go to? Like, when you have the little minimap, what is that one damage type you want to avoid every single time? I'm gonna let you find the answer yourself, chat, because I think we know. I think we all know what's the problem here.
It's a little obvious. But yeah, chat, what do you think? Slash. Ready now.
Pierce. Ooh, stinky.
Blunt SMH? Well, that was the case in Mirror Dungeon 2 hard mode. Blunt nodes were literally the end of the world.
Pierce. Okay. The problem
Blunt, I
with
hate to be-
Pico Isang.
Fair enough.
Pico Isang would be great for solo if he actually was not Pierce. That Pierce is still to this day, like in the previous Mirror Dungeon, Pierce was horrible because we didn't have Pierce nodes. Now that we have Pierce nodes, Pierce is horrible Because they're broken. They are cracked as hell.
Yeah. But like when you have a Pierce Note, it's either like crabs, which are pretty easy, or
No, they are
goddamn
not.
Pokemon.
No, they're
But,
not.
You don't think they're easy? Okay.
You think 20
Well,
by 5 Rapture turn 1 is easy?
Okay, you know what? Actually, in the context of solos, yeah, that's horrible. Never mind.
That's
And-
delusional.
Same goes for like Peacock, because you know Bleed and generally they are really strong for no reason at all. They will casually roll 28 against you for
In
no
solo,
reason.
crabs just... If you can survive first turn versus crabs, you probably won. The problem is how the fuck do you survive that crap?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is one of those that I really don't want to try. This is
Perhaps
just hell.
destroy my run sometimes.
He does have evade, but it's still hell.
Wait, where's Esco? There's a good chance he's gonna show up at some point.
There's always a
hopefully.
chance for Esger, guys. Always a chance.
Yeah, it's cloudy with a chance of Esco.
Me seeing the Pierce notes and being unable to avoid it, I already lost it. Exactly.
How y'all the solo guy doing? We're doing great. Don't know about the solo guy.
I'm solo.
You've heard it here first, chat. He's solo. He solos his entire day, in fact.
So true. And yeah, like
Pierce
Peacock's
notes
not
are either
tanky.
Pierce notes are either bearable, crabs, hell Peacock, or the doors to eternal damnation, T-Corp.
You survive crab notes in solo by having both an evade defense and counter defense skill easy. Yeah, exactly, in everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like Peacock's down there purely because if he was Pierce, if he was Slash, he would be better. If he was Blunt, he would be insane. But, or if he had Blunt or Slash Ego. Because Fourth Match Flame, as funny as 5 AoE Slash is, 20 rolling coin is not enough. And Pierce is a good damage type to have on an Ego, not on a Sinner.
Actually, I don't think Kisang has any blunt egos in the game.
Karo the Tuition Karen.
Oh, really? Is that? Oh, yeah,
that's
because he
the
like
only one.
dropped stones. Yeah, that's. Oh, I forgot about Corrosion. That's so specific.
That is.
Wow.
Yeah,
He controlling a 19 on of 8. No, have you seen the attack where they throw the harpoon? That will frequently roll a 28 for no reason at all. Because it is just simply the strongest skill in the game.
Now, Salsu is difficult. He would be mid if we were in Mirror Dungeon 2. He's in lower mid, I'd rather not, now. Slash got nerfed. He's super squishy. And having low defense level when everything has insanely high offense level is just scary.
Yeah.
He does have counter, which is huge. He doesn't do as much damage as new counter units, which kind of sucks. But, he's not bad. He's by no definition bad. He is decent. And, like, the run could be fun with him. If you got lucky with some cool gifts, that's probably very fun. Also,
What is this?
music just changed to Toho, and I really hope that's not gonna demonetize the whole stream, because I am silly.
I was about to say, what the heck was that? At least it's not Compass, I guess.
I guess, but it's like Toho jumpscare. Holy crap.
Was that Toho Eurobeat? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Eurobeat jumpscare.
Someone in the chat said Everest is blunt though. Yeah, we were talking about egos, not like identities. I know that like he has like skill to blunt. But yeah, in terms of egos, only Corroded Wishing Karen is blunt. Which is just a very specific ego to have.
Slash got nerfed, wasn't even good before. Slash was the second best damage type. Pierce was horrible in previous season. Pierce was the worst damage type by none. Like, Pierce was so far below. Like Pierce was literally here, Blunt was here, and Slash was here. Pierce was that much lower.
I really want to know who designed Blade Lineage units to have the clashing of an anemic baby. You were not here for up to like 3 Blade Lineage.
Blade Lineage is
Yisang.
good. No, Blade Lineage is good right now. Like, he's good. Like, he's a good unit.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
solo,
right now. But
he's
like,
really
but like,
squishy.
but remember, like pre-up like 4, he was
Oh, yeah, no,
considered the
absolutely.
worst restart in the game.
Streamer gets jump scared by Toho, loses monetization, is asked to leave the stream.
Yes,
pretty
leave the
much.
stream. Actually, this is not my stream.
Yeah, this is Fuma's stream right now. There is no more stream.
Yeah, I am actually the Sono guy all along. Anyways, moving on to Spicy Yisang. Where would you say that goes, Axe?
I have a video on him. Honestly, this is the first grr tier. This pisses me off. This is not good to solo. It's obnoxious. It's horrible. The fact that every single fucking fight you have to reroll for skill 3, then beg that you don't get staggered by enemies, then beg that you get skill 2 on your bar, which usually will happen, but not always. It's horrible. It's toxic. I hate it. This is horrible. This is dog shit solo. If you want to do it solo, you will not want to do it solo. After 2 attempts.
Pretty now. Yeah, I guess it is like super luck related. I can see why it would be annoying as heck. Spice and Slender. Gosh, I know, right? At least Pierce has blind obsession ish now, lol. I suppose.
Pierce has enemies that are weak to Pierce. That's the problem. Like, that was the problem with Pierce. We had 2 encounters in Mirror Dungeon that were weak to Pierce. One were Rose Spanners, which wrecked your ass. The other one was Sloshing and Talisman, where half of the enemies are not even weak to Pierce in that encounter.
Calls himself the solo guy, is streaming along with others. No, you see, I'm here to provide my support passive. I'm not actually here, chat. Welvader's here for the support. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a support passive.
I'm here for the support passive. You see.
Anyway, this is not going to be spoiler now,
is...
because this is the final Yisang we had, so this is the best Yisang by none for solo. W Yisang.
Really though.
Oh no, he's insane solo. He's like so good solo.
How good exactly? Give us
So,
like an example.
He has health of 5 Faust, I believe, or pretty similar to 5 Faust. I think he either has a neutral defense level or -1, which is on a tankier side of Yisang's. His skill 1 and 2 are whatever, right? Like, those are the charge boosters. His skill 2 does a lot of damage. Skill 3 and his passive are the main bread and butter. Skill 3 on kill gives you 5 charge barrier, or 7. I think 5. I'm gonna go with 5 because I'm feeling 5.
Yeah, I think it's 5 actually.
Which is 25 health shield, which makes him even tankier. And his passive gives him extra 3 charge barrier when he uses skill 3 specifically. So he gets more barrier. More charge, more barrier. Extremely tanky. Rapture stacking goes crazy. Has access to Dimensional Shredder and Sun Shower now, so he's extremely good. Just generally the best Yisang when it comes to being defensive enough in solo run to make it matter. Has a evade.
I thought Well was the announcer on the stream. Yeah, I'm actually like a special announcer in Limbus Company. You have to like type in secret code to like access me. Welvader, what sin affinity do you need to trigger a passive?
Rat,
Good
that's
question.
why I piss him off.
Yes, rat. You need... okay, so my passive is like, when do you have like 3 rat residents, any
Plus
stream
10 to
that you're in... yeah, you get plus for the viewers every time you activate my support passive.
Anyway,
And as we all know, the shrimp is a very angry shrimp. He has a lot of rats.
True. Axe, what are the top 3 worst Mirror Dungeon free hard normal fights? I'll assume you don't mean bosses, because that would be just Smee, Guido, I don't know.
Yeah, I think when they say hard fights, they probably just mean like the risky encounters.
T-Corp are bastards.
Oh, no wait, normal fights.
Yeah, T-Corp are bastards. T-Corp are absolute rad bastards. Crabs, also absolute bastards. And the third one I would have to say K-Corp with Excision stuff, because they are still horrible. They're still obnoxious.
What would Asco's passive do? He would like, yeah, as someone in chat said, he would just literally take away charge. He would actually remove it from the game outright.
He would just drain all the charge. My skill affinities, it's Pride, Wrath, and Envy. Or Sloth instead of Envy, one of the two. But I like purple as a color, so...
What about Mermaid Pequots?
Oh wait, true, wait, I forgot that they are fight. See, I'm trying so hard not to go into Pierce Notes, I forgot they exist. Yeah, no, they are way worse than K-Corp. Way worse. They are way worse than crabs, but crabs are third. Yeah, so
also,
it would be...
They have like pretty high rolls as well,
yeah,
from what I remember.
It goes T-Corp, P-Cod, crabs, which is funny because all of them are Pierce Notes. Anyway, I'm not gonna sit too much on Faust, LCB Faust, because it's LCB Faust. It's probably similar to Isang. I'm just gonna here.
Yeah, and even then, I'm pretty sure LCB Faust is among some of the worst.
She's not bad solo because she can stack attack power down in abnormality fights, and for human fights she got fluid suck. Yeah, no, she can debuff hard.
Oh damn, I did not know that.
Which defensive skill is better for solo overall? Mirror Dungeon, counter. Everywhere else in abnormality fights, any abnormality fight, evade, any non-abnormality fight, counter. Why is Spicebush at the bottom? Because he's miserable solo. He is absolutely miserable solo. You have to restart every fight till you get skill 3. Then you have to use skill 2 and you have to beg that you don't get staggered. It's miserable. He's extremely squishy, he's miserable.
False ID is so tanky for some
solo.
reason.
Is it not the title of the stream?
Wait, what?
It's in the title. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to check as well.
Yeah.
For me, Pequot are the worst encounter, crabs are just okay. No, yeah, I hate Pequot with a burning passion. Thankfully, I don't get T-Corp very often, which, holy shit, thank fuck, actually, they are really annoying. But yeah, Pequot is just really strong.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Okay, now, Warp Faust is mid. Higher mid. She's tanky. She's blunt. She has fluid suck. Every Faust would be higher because of fluid suck. Realistically, like fluid suck is that good. Just like heal, especially now that healing is rare. She does have guard, which is not the best, but she's still pretty good. Similar reasons: L-Corp Faust, Evader, Solo Fuels, Fluid Suck, has Fluid Suck, rolls high, opportunistic slash loses. What the hell?
Oh, what did you do?
Opportunistic slash.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know. It just went back. Opportunistic slash loses power because you get hit, but she still rolls high enough to just obliterate stuff.
Yeah, it's like 3 coin power, right? On the
I
opportunistic
think so.
slash?
Yes. She rolls like
yeah. So
So
you're kind of missing out on like 6 final power in the end. Which
but
I
it's
guess
still high.
isn't too much. Yeah, it's still high.
It always activates on turn 1, and in abnormality fights you have evade, you have it always active. You don't take a single hit.
Pretty much. Did you expect us to read? Kind of, but then again, you're all Project Moon fans.
True. Next, it's 5 Faust. Peak for Faust. Easiest Faust to solo. Similar reasons why it's by Gregor, because they were released at the same time. Stacking defense level, fluid sack, innate healing on skill 3, shield, like good shield on her guard. Even though guard is very bad, her guard is pretty good.
Yeah, what does it do again? Does it like give defense level up, or?
It just gives a lot of defense, and she herself on every skill gains a shit ton of defense levels.
Yeah, her whole stick is literally just spamming the absolute living, well, crap out of defense level up. So I can imagine.
Yeah, you become extremely tanky. Especially through, you know, all the offense level buffs enemies get by having higher level than you. She's great, she's amazing. Now...
Does Faust gain aggro?
Yes.
If he does, she could make use of Lantern Dawn
She
support.
gains aggro, so her being a guard unit doesn't hurt her that much, because she can use Dawn's passive, which is nice.
Yeah, specifically in Aftermath counters, but not in Focus the counters
Yes.
as we've come to establish in the previous stream.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Now, Chromer Faust, Gripping Faust, however you want to call her, is not bad, but it's not good. But she's not lower than these. She's squishy, but it's really hard for Faust to be lower because of how free her ego makes it.
I mean, Crower Faust also does have like a pretty nice evade, at least.
And evade is nice, yeah. Like having evade, because okay, if you have AoE in form of good ego, human fights usually are not an issue. If you have evade, abnormality fights are not an issue. She is a bit awkward, but she does good.
She'll be very good if her skill tree rolled above 12, in my opinion. Yeah, her skill tree is like pretty low rolling for like a 3-star.
It is, but it's really inconsequential oftentimes. It sucks that she doesn't have that much damage, right? That's the issue. And her gaze doesn't stack. So it's like a lot of lost opportunity. That's why she's only on mid, right? Because spoiler alert, both of these go here.
Gosh, I wonder why. Could you elaborate?
So 7 Faust is just generally strong unit. Overall, her stats are just good. Her clashing is not insane because the Rapture units got a bit shafted in clashing for obvious reasons. But she's generally strong. All of Fuel's fluid suck. Activates 4 Sinus affinities, so a lot of ego gifts just work. Question: do skills that have SP damage for enemies good in MD? In human fights, yes. I'll elaborate it when we talk about Dawn. But yeah, so 7 Faust is just solid overall. Has access to Fluid Suck, doesn't have evade, but is just solid. And once you get Thunder Branch, you just ruin enemies. Like, you completely obliterate everything.
She's a debuff for opening up more damage for others. Not good for damage, but it makes the enemies miserable. Yeah, I kinda agree with that.
Yeah, that's the issue of like Gripping Faust. Like, she just needs... She doesn't have enough damage to pull her own. But she's good.
Yeah.
She's okay. And Regret Faust is obviously strong because turn 2 she has AoE for free. She has a really strong counter. She has counter that benefits Greycoat, and counters are amazing with healing gifts already. Most of them. Free AoE, coin power down, counter, just solid unit. A bit squishy on a squishier side. Not squishy. She's the tankiest AoE user, I think. If we don't count Heathcliff. But yeah. Man, the Regret Faust stream is a blast. I'm glad. Anyway, can we get column free in chat because we get Dons?
Yeah, Yellow Cooper. I've just been like calling her Yellow Goober ever since her latest identity.
You're such a
just to really piss her. What?
No, nothing. Okay.
Okay then.
Base Creatura is actually kind of funny, kind of decent. I don't know if she's in the mid category, but I'll just put her next to other LCBs for now. There is not that much going on for her.
I was about to say.
She's funny.
Yeah, she's just fun to use. She stacks haste and benefits all of speed, but like, that's about all she has to it.
Then the difficult part with Dawn is how good IDs she have. So it's really hard to like gauge it. But I would say this one's mid.
Yeah, it does have like a dodge. That is nice, at least.
Yeah, high rolls, evade, poise, which would be funny.
It does not have that much poise on its own, sadly enough.
And technically, once you get staggered once, you are not gonna get staggered for a very long time. That's a good thing about she identities.
I suppose so.
So she's just decent. I'll be real, N-Corp, I tried it once, I'd rather not. What do I do with this ID? Like, can someone...
The scruggy. Don't identities don't feel her own ego. Bar sync. Really now? Yeah.
That's true, however it doesn't matter. Because fueling your own ego is no longer that big of a factor when you can start with Zippo every run. Remind me, okay. Consider that. Read the title.
Most Dawn identities fuel soup. Gosh, I wonder why. It's almost like it's mono lust. Gosh. Also, hi there, Esgo.
Hi there, Esgo. Now, okay, chat, I'm gonna leave the little lamb Don Quixote, and I'll talk about Warp first. Warp is unironically not horrible. Unironically, she has hands. She just deals damage, and it just works. She has evade. That's a lot of damage.
Well, and you're still gonna put her in mid, or...?
Oh no, she dies. That's high. For her, that's high. Like, she was expected to be here.
Fair enough.
Because she's squishy. But she does enough damage to put her that high, which is just crazy. Who knew Leap is good? I know, right?
Gosh, it's almost like Rip Space is like really strong. Have you considered that yet, chat?
How can you win first boss solo? You start with Zippo coin and you fluid sack. And you beg that it's like G-Corp head manager, and you just double fluid sack and you pick a god and pray.
Hello, Axel Welvader. Can you repeat your opinion on Flower Yisang? I assume you mean like Spice Bush Yisang. But basically what it boils down to is that he's really hard to use in solos. Because you have to pray to like get the skill tree first turn, while also like surviving. And then, what did you say again? Like after that?
You're just repeating my opinion to sound smart.
Yeah.
It's miserable because he has to survive to not get
it.
just staggered. Because even if you roll your skill as well, if enemy rolls their skill good as well, you have to restart because they'll stagger you, and you just die. But evade ID better for solo runs. In human fights, you cannot solo. You cannot evade, sorry. You cannot evade. You cannot target your evade.
You cannot solo. It is impossible, in fact.
You have to consider the fact, evade is great if you can use it. And mirror dungeons only have abnormality fights ever so often.
How can you win first boss solo? Easy. Pray that it's G-Corp manager. And not like Guido or the other one that's really bad.
It's me.
Shmi, that one. I was like looking for the name.
You cannot solo. You heard it.
But yeah, just pray you don't get Guido Shmi, and you're most of the time fine for floor one solo.
Yeah. But no, with her, if you want to get through her through first boss, it's a matter of, again, Zippoliter coin, fluid suck, and pray. Maybe even forcefully corrode. Right? Like before the one battle before boss, you set yourself at 0 sanity, and then you just pray that you can corrode. Turn 1 with coin. Like, again, some of those require a lot of just setup, which is horrible. But yeah.
Evade is great, but not omnipotent. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally unusable on human fights.
Do you think that magic Outis saved Burn?
Personally, I think. Well,
I don't agree with the word saved because that implies that Burn needed saving. Burn needed IDs and got an ID.
Yeah.
It still needs
yeah,
IDs.
I was about to say, Burn on its own was like, alright. It didn't need like a rework. What it needed is more identities.
Yeah.
So
it still needs more IDs.
Yeah, if we're talking from the perspective of it saved Burn because we have so little Burn identities, you're right. But if we're saying like, oh, it saved Burn because Burn was terrible before, then I don't really agree. The Dark Flame is still bugged. Is Dark Flame bugged?
It is bugged.
No.
Burn needs more IDs
I
that
did
can
not
actually
know that.
clash to be saved. Liu Ishmael can clash. Their Outis can definitely clash. And Claire
Liu
can
Hong Lu is
definitely...
actually-
And Claire can definitely clash. I don't know what you're talking about. I just named half
Liu
of
Hong
Burn
Lu is
units.
also like pretty good in clashing as well.
I just named half of Burn units that clash very fucking well.
The only ones I'll say that don't clash well at all would be Liu, Gregor, Mersault.
Mercil
Just-
clashes well if you can set up Regret and Capote. That
Yeah, I
flame is
suppose
bug
so.
that deals wacky damage, it doesn't deal proper damage.
Oh, I see. Still, these Magic Bird's Dark Flame is still bugged.
Yeah, it's plus, not times.
But yeah, I really like just Dark Flame as, how would you say it?
And
an
Claire is
idea.
only half Burn ID. No, and Claire is a Burn ID. If you don't think he's a Burn ID, read his skills again, he's a Burn ID. Anyway, now the difficult part of Dawn is which one between these three is the best for solo? Because this is actually
What-
hard.
Actually, chat, what do you think? Like, out of these three, like, Dawn identities,
I'm
which
gonna
one
actually
would you
follow you,
solo
chat,
with?
because this is a hard one. I need help. Sing, mid, nyom, nyom.
Yum, yum. I still love that little sound effect. It's absolutely adorable.
Because I can see a reasoning for each and every one of them to be at the very top. Limbus Company! Hello, Don. We're talking about
Oh my
Dawn.
god, we have Don Quixote in chat. Hi there, Don Quixote.
Lantern kinda loses out on later stages. I would agree. Lantern makes it really easy early on, but gets a bit shafted later. But she still is really strong.
Yeah, I think all these are like pretty good. I see like, wow, over 50% of people are saying yum yum.
I was expecting a bit more equal, but people don't like mid as much as I do.
Well, they only like to be like exactly equal when it's like a random poll you do on your community posts. If it's in stream, they will never like have every option have the exact same percentage.
Like, I had an easy time because I got Thrill, and even with Thrill, I had difficult time, chat. Keep in mind, I did go for Elite Fight, I did go for Elite Node, so I'm a
I
bit
demand the flesh of mine foes, says Don Quixote.
Okay, no, that's fair. I kind of agree with Chad. I will... So, Singdon can use all egos very well, has evade, clashes well, is generally strong, is just good. Solo fuels all of her egos, so you can start on her without ego generation gifts, which would be nice, but you still want them for passives. But you can start without them and have easier time on the first boss, so that's a huge factor for rerolling solo. Mid-Dawn, strong counter. Now that fights are actually longer, you might have a chance to activate her boosted counter. Probably not, I doubt, but maybe. Inflicts
Can't
bleed.
argue with,
Yeah.
can't argue with the power of a self-sustaining tank. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, honestly.
Well, no, because, chat, that's not the argument you're doing. If that was the argument, then Mid-Dawn would be way higher. Mid-Dawn heals between 6 to 12 health per attack.
Wait, does she? Wait,
Yeah.
Wait, am I missing something?
Yeah,
or?
yes, you are. Oh, hey, Pink, thank you for $2. Only one of you in the world, one in the crew. Thank you, Lily. But yeah, no, chat. If your argument is self-healing, Mid-Dawn heals free health with each attack because of every coin inflicting bleed, and La Sangre de Sancho passive, which is for free.
Oh, you mean it like that? I thought like there was some huge thing I missed about Middle Dawn.
Well, she self-heals a lot. Like, each attack she does just heals 6 health.
Yeah, from like the passive of the
She
ego.
deals way more damage.
Yeah, I thought it was like an ego on, or I mean a passive on the identity itself that I just did not know about.
Also, Middle Dawn needs Sangre, so you need to get Zip at start. With all of them, with most of them, you need to get Ego Generation at the start. I'll be real with you. And her La Sangre de Sancho becomes neutral on resources if you have Coffee and Cranes. You can cast it for free. What time is it, Coffee? Oh no, I feel like I know what's gonna happen. But yeah, she is really strong. Like, she's a good self-healing. She has good self-healing in her kit without any gifts. And counter is good for just healing. But yeah, no, I agree with this. She's really strong. The little lantern Quixote.
Little yellow goober.
Lantern Dawn doesn't need. She does need Ego Generation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
who's gonna get
let's see who gets it.
Gamba?
Does Don Quixote perhaps get it?
Gamba. Oh no, for Don Quixote. But
so congratulations on the gift.
Yeah. Congrats on your Membi. Thank you for gifted Coffee.
Yippee!
Don
Quixote with a like sad little face. Now I feel bad.
I don't. But yeah, she still needs Ego Generation because obviously, you know, passives. She has low damage output. But again, just get Thunder Branch and you're good. You're good to go.
Yeah, and now we come to the Chainsmokers, aka Ryoshu, and all of her identities.
So, you see, I would put her higher. But she is squishy. She's good, not that good. She's still mid, just lower part of mid.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, for an LCB identity, she's actually surprisingly strong.
She is.
But yeah, if she's squishy, then, well, you know what happens.
Which popular YouTuber would you like to play Project Moon games completely? Who's the biggest YouTuber? Like Mr. Beast? I don't know. Whoever's the biggest.
Yeah, Mr. Beast. If you were to ask me, I would say a very joking but half serious response. Jacksepticeye. So funny thing is, he did a single Lobotomy Corporation video when it was like still in testing or like beta, like really early on, and then never picked it up again. There's like a freaking joke in the community that he is the biggest Project Moon YouTuber because he made a single Lobotomy Corporation video.
Yeah.
That's why I like pick Jacksepticeye.
I don't watch YouTubers, so that's the thing, right?
But like it would be hilarious to see like Jacksepticeye play Ruin Our Limbus.
Giving out 100,000 Limbus Company battle passes to 100,000 homeless people in Africa. See, it's such a good thumbnail.
We are giving out 100,000 Limbus passes to homeless people out on the street, and like they don't even have a phone, so they can't even make use of it. It's just there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna speedrun Ryoshu a bit. I don't want to really do any of Ryoshu's. For very obvious reason that they have one glaring fault in every single one of them. They're squishy as fuck. And they just take hits. Every single Ryoshu, we don't have a single tanky Ryoshu. We just don't. They eat crap.
The thing is, Limbus is the great YouTuber game. Yeah, unfortunately, if it was more like another game that goes by, like that starts with an L and also has company in the name, you know, hint, not just Little Company.
La Bomba Canopy.
Yes, exactly. But no.
Chef Roy. Okay, so now we get to the final. Like, we all agree, like, guard, counted. But like, she could be here maybe. But like, Ryoshu is just so tedious to play. Like, too squishy. Just gets messed. Another question is between these two. Because she obviously goes here. I'm gonna tell you up front. Warp Ryoshu takes the general need of requiring to be tanky, flips it upside down, goes 180 into the other extreme. If she can kill an enemy turn 1 with no problem whatsoever, everyone else deals less damage because they're way more likely to roll tails.
Do we force Biocynical to play Project Moon games? Dear God, no. I don't want him to touch any Project Moon content ever again after that one video. I will not elaborate. I did not know Ryoshu was squishy. Yeah, she is very low HP on like all of her identities.
So the thing is, Warp is extremely squishy. She has the same stat line as this guy, but the thing she does is she can literally just leap turn 1, kill a guy, everyone else get minus 10 sanity, roll tails, turn 2, you kill 2 guys. And the final guy remaining goes into panic and eats shit. Similar reason, and she has evade. She has really high rolling evade. Is it like 17 rolling evade, chat? Am I silly?
I forgot. I think it's 18 actually. Well, I forgot exactly what it was. I just joined stream. Why Spice Push at the bottom? Max, could you elaborate again?
Read the title. It's for solo. 17 with 15 charge, very insane. Yeah, no, it's crazy. And also she has evade, so she's a bit higher than other Ryoshus. And she heals. Not by a lot, but she heals.
Who's Biocynical? Why do we not like him?
I don't know.
Okay, so the whole thing with Biocynical is that he has like a second channel that basically like covers active dramas, like news topics. It's literally a content farm, but he once made a video about the Project Moon drama from like, God, how long ago was it? Like during the summer event, and it was really poorly researched to the point where I kind of hate him on a professional level because of how goddamn poorly researched it was. But yeah, he made a video on it. Was honestly just terribly. Me totally listening to well right now. Ah, yes. But wait, actually, did you mute me or?
No, I didn't mute you.
Okay.
That would be
But yeah,
funny.
thing is that you need to know, just made a really shitty research video about the drama and like just spread more information or more misinformation, I mean.
I love when my stream is used as a platform for Esgu or you to attack other YouTubers.
Yes, so the blame gets like pointed towards you. Because you're the one streaming.
Yeah, no, first Esgu says that he hates VTAP. Then you say you hate Pyrocynical. What next?
Which more YouTubers do I need to make a call out to? Let me think. Well, actually you I need to make a call out to. For like the previous stream. But before that, let's actually move on to Mersault now.
Okay. This is first Mersault. This is first LCB that's high. It's funny. It's funny. And it's not horrible. It's funny. Chat, do we agree that it's funny?
I can agree.
Okay.
The thing is with Mersault, you can order him to win, and he will just win. So he's actually like amongst the best.
Yeah, right? Like, he's funny. says he hates Engrider. I don't. I disliked sloshing art from Engrider. I hated that art. I like other Engrider art. I really like it. Does Mauer get carried by Regret? Regret is not that good in solo. Regret is not that good solo. Regret passive only works on your leftmost skill.
Mersaults don't take damage. 10 protection.
So it only works once per turn. So it's not that good. I wanted to store it into a plastic chair. That would be funny, I think. That would be pretty fun.
That would be very funny. You should distort into like that one frog chair. I'm pretty sure like some people at least know what I'm talking about. The froggy chair. That would be hilarious.
And Greider got muted on the PM community server for horny posting about holiday Outis a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I saw that actually. I saw that today, that like Greider got banned on the Project Moon Discord.
But yeah, Capote is way more nutty for solos. Yes, that's correct. But Mersault has an issue. You see, this guy, the LCB Mersault, has a passive that is 10% damage reduction. So when you want to use any other Mersault, you lose on that passive. Thankfully, all of them are tanky enough to not really care about it, but Leo is horrible. If his skill 3 was blunt and not pierce, would be great. But because his skill 3 for some godforsaken reason, Perfected Dead Fist is pierce, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Mersault wasn't asked to die. Recently he got muted again for doing the same with Ishmael. Glad to see him back in his comfort zone. That's funny.
Yeah, that's what I was like referring to.
That's
he literally
funny.
got like banned today.
Oh my god, coffee. I shall use this video as a platform not to spread YouTuber hate, but to encourage people to listen to Mike Burnfire campfire stories. I guess I'm just the sellout platform, right? I mean, go watch Uncle Ben. He got capybaras, I guess.
yeah, you know what? Actually, speaking of sellout, chat, you should subscribe to my channel.
You shouldn't, chat.
I hate you, and that's why you should subscribe. But I make at least a meme every like 2 days or so. Check them out.
But yeah. Rose Spanner is surprisingly funny. He was better in Mirror Dungeon 2 because he solo fueled Pursuance, but he's still there. He's still funny. He got funny hammer. He's a charger.
Rose Spanner is like actually kind of fun to use. He was like somewhat a carrying unit in my 2-star only challenge run of Kanto 5, which I still need to make into a video. I haven't got to do it yet, but that's gonna be for the future. But yeah, he's fun to use.
Yeah, no, he's actually very fun. Are Abnophites better to take than normal Humanophites every day of the week? Hello, it is me, Don Quixote, from Limbus Company, the real one, guys, and have told you to subscribe to Welvader on YouTube.
If only there was like a real Don Quixote that would advertise my channel, but just in real life.
But yeah, no,
he's
fun. He's decent. He can use all of the charge buffs, technically charge ego gifts, because he does keep the charge on if you don't finish enemies off with your final coin on skill 3, because that's the one that uses it.
Rose Spanner Mersault feels almost essential in Tremor teams. I wouldn't say essential, but yeah, he is pretty good to have there, to be honest.
I have no respect to Tremor teams, because Tremor.
No, I've tried like Tremor teams in Mirror Dungeon. They're actually really good.
Yeah, I tried
with
too.
with Molar, Outis, Regret Faust, and heck, even Molar Sinclair kinda makes a good Tremor unit.
Man, I wish Molar Sinclair did not get hotfixed, quote unquote.
Yeah, I like Molar Sinclair because he actually does something interesting thing with like Tremors.
Yeah, I just
and
wish
that
he
is
was
like
good.
just dealing blunt damage.
I
on
just
top of,
wish he was good. Because he used to be good.
Yeah. I'll say he's like decent, honestly. Like he's not the best, but like he's somewhere in the middle, I guess.
What do you
sort
mean
of meh.
hotfix? For like first 2 days, Molar Sinclair used to, God, inflict 10 count on himself with Gamble. And potency? I think 10 count and potency with Gamble. So it was actual Gamble where you could use it turn 1 and it was great. And now it just feels horrible. It feels horrible to me because I played with like re-hotfix one.
It was very hilarious.
He was
fix.
Next, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to see this guy Eva. I think he is horrible. I don't know how can a unit be that bad. He dies to every encounter. He deals no damage. He has guard that does nothing. He's bad. Objectively bad. I'm not running him. I hate him.
Oh, what is Gerd here for? Access play. Someone is asking about Gerd here. Like the very bottom one.
Oh, that's just brr. That's just me being angry.
It is the identities that just literally piss you off.
That's identities that makes me go grrr whenever I look at them. You know what? You go to grrr. No, actually no. No, you're not that bad. You're not that bad.
I
that's
thought
not
I
middle
was
Mersal.
like,
I was talking about warp. Guys, that was warp.
yeah. Why did you actually skip middle Mersal?
Because... Hold on. W. Mersalt is that bad? Yes. He is.
Yeah,
so
he's gonna...
To kill an enemy... To kill an enemy, you need at least 3 coins per enemy. And he's not that tanky. You need to set him up for so long, he only gains charge with skill 1. 1 coin.
W. Mersal is so shit to set up. Yeah, he also just gains charge very slowly, is the thing. So he can't really benefit off of that with his skill 2
Even
and 3.
if I could start a fight having 20 charge on him, he would still be down there.
I think we are great today, actually. Can we get an additional Fumo on screen?
You know what? Why not?
Yippee! You get your one whole extra Fumo chat. Are you just gonna like bring up the like head hooligan Fumo?
Absolutely. Which one? It's a GIF. I don't remember. Oh, it's a shaking Fumo. There you go, chat.
Shaking Fumo.
There will be shaking head hooligan on top of Welvader.
Incredible. It is so cool.
Axe sounded deranged with that. You know what? Okay, chat. Okay.
You know what?
Chat, if you don't behave, the Fumo will go. Come on.
It needs to be a Fumo. Same, to be honest. Stack Fumos. Should we just like, if chat behaves well enough, we'll just like continuously add a like Fumo head hooligan onto the stack
I think
until
Muso
like we just
drew a Ryoshu Fumo.
Oh my god, they did.
I'm pretty sure I seen Musolk like I didn't see Musolk posted, but I'm pretty sure I seen Fumo, Ryoshu with Musolk like the signature.
I might have seen that. I might have seen it actually, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Besides W mode having a same turn application of slash fragility means he's more of a W nuke setup if anything. He's a support unit for specific team. He's not that good.
Head Fubligan is scared of Welvader after the last game. No, yeah, he is shuddering in fear, knowing my capabilities of gaslighting everyone. Clearly.
I mean, chat is acting cute, so if chat acts cute, I'll give them more Fumos.
Yeah, we're just gonna like stack it, like into a big pile. It's just gonna be on my head.
Why does he talk so much about Musolk? Because amazing art.
Yeah,
Why
music
wouldn't
just
I?
makes funny art.
Also, shout out to Yangi for drawing cute shrimps on my Discord. Shout out to Sausage Boss for being awesome. Shout out to Coffee Grounds for fat ratting me. Cute. Peepo Blash. A shout out to Rudy for drawing the head hooligan Fumo. Shout out. Shadow
the Hedgehog?
Shadow the Hedgehog from the hit movie Sonic? Was it? I don't know.
I'm making a call, post on my Twitter.com.
For making I'd win. Can I get a shout out? Shout out to Iluim for asking for shout out. Shout out to Stimmer for making tier lists and doing Gatoros. Give us Raf Pekatulum. I don't have Raf Pekatulum. Why would I have Raf Pekatulum on my computer?
Why specifically the Rat Pekatulum?
Because it's a puppy.
Oh, I guess.
Shout out to Coffee Grounds for playing a gacha game with chat. Honestly, I think that's illegal if we think about it that way, but it's also incredibly based. Anyway, now, the reason... Hold on, did Asgood send me Raf Pekatulum? Of course he fucking did. Of course he fucking did.
I haven't seen him in my own chat. He's still here.
Chat, if you act cute enough, you will get Raf Pekatulum.
Shout out to Esco for frying this rice.
Shout out to Esgo for sending me Raf Pekatulum.
Shadow the Hedgehog from the hit 2005 video game Shadow the Hedgehog. Wow.
So true. Okay, anyway. So the reason why I left out Midmersault is because I'm not sure if he goes up there.
Wow, really? You're gonna put him that high?
And people will start screaming about Enmersault. I'm waiting for chat to catch up. Midsoul, really.
Midsoul. No, actually, it would be funny if he ends up in, like, mid.
Ensoult is good for solos, just extremely boring.
Is this Esco guy here with us? No, he's a figment of your imagination, actually.
He's not that good. Okay, chat. So, just so we understand, the reason why I think he is the best Mersault in spite of Grosshammer being here is because, let's say this way. Now, let's look at it this way. You are trying to do a solo. You have to restart for a gift. You get decent gifts, you start the run, and you are floor 1. You look at the time, you have spent an hour in floor 1. You go to floor 2, you go through floor 2, you realize you're still playing Ensoult. You have spent 50 minutes in floor 2 alone. You go to floor 3, you realize, oh shit, it's midnight, I should go to sleep. You wake up after sleeping, restart with floor 4, and at the time you get to floor 5, it's already second day you've been trying to do this run.
So your argument is basically, because it's slow, it's bad.
You can do 10 attempts of him, and one of them will most likely be successful in a time a one attempt with him takes to finish. Is he more consistent? Yes. Is he gonna clear easier? Yes. Are you gonna have fun? No. Bug that guy.
Really? You're actually gonna put him at the bottom? I thought we were just gonna like rank them off of like, you know, solo capabilities.
It is. Again, I'd rather try to get the peak. Okay, no, actually, no, that's not that bad.
Chat, who is Esco? I just see a Faust too well. No, yeah, Esco and Axe are just like fictional characters we've made up, so that I am not alone here with this head Fublican on my head.
Be afraid, I'll draw N-Corp Axe Shrimp. Sure. That'd be funny. Regret makes it a bit faster than that. It does. But hear me out, it's still tedious and horrible.
You can't convince me Ensoult isn't a she identity. Yes, exactly. It benefits so much from being at 50%, like below 50% HP, that it might as well just be a she identity. Which I absolutely hate, because Sporting Moon refuses to give love to she identities. Oh, you're making a new rank? What for? Goodbye. Is that purely for insult?
Yes.
Okay, incredible. Welvader, why do you love your chat so much? Because we're all here to have a fun time, and we spread so much love and positivity. That is why I love chat. Welvader, take my pills. I probably should, actually. This axe guy that I have in my head is really problematic.
Why are you so mean every day?
It's almost like you were mean to me last stream.
I
God.
was never mean to you. I have never done
You
anything
were mean.
I've
I was
been
almost
nothing but
crying.
kind friend.
Chat, don't you remember me crying in the corner last stream because like Axe was being such a meanie? It said, ha ha ha, you're a cringe. I don't know.
Now that's how it happens. I was here, being nice to you when chat was bullying you, and you had your vendetta against chat. With Ezgu, we tried to make your day better, and here you go, insult us.
No, you were literally like just trying to make my day worse. Trust me, it is funny, but like, Welvader, what? Oh, Welvader Ahab arc. No, yeah, I think I am actually going into my Captain Ahab arc. Haha, chat, I said the captain thing again. Isn't that funny?
Anyway.
Welvader, why do you hate us? Because I'm Captain Ahab, that's why. That's just how I'm gonna like morally justify my behaviors.
Oh god, Coffee's gonna do it again. Coffee, you don't have to do it, you do realize that.
He's doing it again.
Anyway, Rhinomer Salt has issue of warp where he does no damage and he takes damage. He's very tanky, but he takes so much damage because he does no damage. Probably Wound Cleared works with him fine. Does Wound Cleared even work? Because it's on the count, he doesn't do potency. So yeah, no, he's still dogshit.
Captain Welvader? Yeah, exactly. Ooh, a gifted from Coffee, let's see who gets it.
Ooh, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, he finally got his... he finally got her shit.
Wait, no! Now he's allowed to the channel where we bullied him.
No, he can see all of our bullying. No. And he's immediately spamming Hedolican. Actually, can we take his membership away?
Can I just
chat?
like refund it?
Could you actually?
I could put user in timeout. I could hide user on this channel.
That would be hilarious. He would win. No.
Worst choice of all time. Chat, I'm just saying, you're not acting cute enough. Ezgu is making sure we don't get Raf Pekatula. You have to act cute. Only cute chat gets puppies.
We hit the 5% tails. Yes. Why can't you give memberships to mods? Because we can't make use of like memberships as mods. Funny enough.
I am the one who sent it to you, but you're not acting cute.
The Mercil stare emoji isn't gonna like make you more cute, Tesco.
Why?
Let's go. All members quickly erase all the Esco slander channel. Mercil is cute though. Mercil stare. I mean, if you demand him to be cute, he could like.
You have to be cute. You have to be cute if you want Raf Pekatulu. Mods make Ezgu cuter. Exactly.
He's about himself. He can do that to himself.
He could.
What?
Anyway,
why hasn't he done that yet?
I don't know. I'd rather not. Honestly, LCB Hong Lu's not. He's not bad, but he's not my cup of tea.
He is good clashing, but thing is, he relies on not taking damage for his coin power.
Kurokumo, I'm pretty sure he just dies. Like he has nothing going for him. He just dies. This one's not bad. But like, this is highest I'll give him. Again, he just does nothing. It's just some burn, decent clashing. Has to rely on ego. Cloud Cutter
Mersault-
solo, yeah.
Mersault put on the cat tears. He probably would if you demand that of him. He'll be like,
in your
yes,
head
manager, by the way.
I blow in the general direction of KK Hong Lu and come back. Yeah.
Yeah, Keiko Hong Lu is like a glass cannon.
No, KK.
Does a lot of damage, but
Kurokuma.
Yeah, KK. I said
Oh, I heard
KK
Keiko.
Hong Lu.
I thought you were in type. Okay.
Yeah, I said KK Hong Lu.
Okay, I heard
But
Keiko.
yeah, he's a glass cannon. The moment you just touch him, he immediately falls apart.
Yeah. Now, W Corp. This is really good. It's not the best for obvious reasons. Like, I'm sorry, it's not even hidden at this point. He's really good. Tanky,
Yeah,
charge
fair.
barrier,
No.
flash as well, inflicts rapture, not much rapture, but inflicts rapture. Has Raf for wound cleared, which is people blush nice. And other than that, just good tanky unit. Being tanky is good. KK Hong Lu literally has 180 health. You know who else has literally a lot of health? This guy. This guy has a lot of health. Do you know what's his biggest issue? He fucking dies. But yeah. So you know, he's tanky, he's good. Like, very solid.
There's KK Hong Lu, and then there's Kong Lu.
Hooklu. I'm not sure how Hooklu fares in MD3. But in MD2 he was up there. He was not that good. In my heart he was that good, but he's probably here. Probably a bit better than Liu Honglu. But like, probably really good. Probably still really good. Goes fast, deals a lot of damage. It's like the same matter as in Warp Ryoshu, where he just kills. Also, good night, Coffee. Thank you for joining. Hope you have a good night.
Yeah, good night. Now, what about Ting Tang Hong Lu and his funny mutilate?
It's a funny mutilate. I tried to do it in the past, I did it. He has evade. Evade is carrying him a bit higher. He has mutilate as well, which is, again, very eye-rolling. I'd put him in mid.
Fair enough.
Slash
I
is
suppose.
neutered. But he has Shang, which is Pierce. He has good set of affinities, but he loses ability to use his own passive.
The circumcision Hong Lu is my favorite typo. Oh, what kind of typo is that? Please elaborate. How do you go from
okay, the thing is, as
to
go,
that word?
fueling does not mean anything because you start with Zippo. Like, fueling is only good if it's like something insane that you want to use every single fight. And with Rosette, it's not a part where you want to use it. With him, you have to use it.
Okay, I just joined stream, but why is Quixote sang so low? He's so fun to run a mirror dungeon.
Read the title.
The thing is, we're judging them off of how good they can solo a mirror dungeon.
Does he
And
fuel Soda?
He's not pretty good for solo.
Can someone remind me, does Soda actually heal the user, or is it like...
Yeah, it does heal. It can heal. Yeah,
I can? Okay.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe better because of that. And it's blunt, but also the problem is you don't want to use it because you need damage variety, and your base ego is already free AoE blunt. But he doesn't solo fuel. Okay, as solo fueling doesn't matter in solo anymore. They've made all ego, gifts and ego like Zippoliter. You start with Zippoliter, doesn't matter. Yeah. So I think he deserves here. Mid. I don't think he's in this tier, but I don't think like he would be in between tier, but he's in the mid because he's not.
Now,
that good.
what about Kong Lu?
Oh, okay. Yes.
You know, K-Corp.
Done. Okay, perfect.
I see.
I'm not gonna talk about K-Corp. Everybody knows K-Corp.
Yeah. Anyways, Healthcliff. LCC,
So,
LCB,
This
not
is
LCC.
this is another LCB that goes here. Just good. Just good. No LCB will go higher.
Fair enough, I can't complain. His skill tree is really goddamn strong, actually, for an LCB unit.
Yeah, it's just he stacks power up, which is huge. He is just broken. Not broke, okay, broke. He stacks power up on skill 2, which just is good, strong. She, probably same idea, same way as why she done is that high. He might be a bit higher. I wouldn't put him here. For one reason alone, he is the worst alternative of a she playstyle.
Hong Lu is just the solo to end all solos. Yeah, kinda. I don't think we need to elaborate much more on K-Corp Hong Lu's positioning on the tier list.
Considering we're 2 IDs in, like, after him. But yeah. She Heathcliff is pretty much like other She's. He has AoE on skill 3, which is nice. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't stop self-damaging himself.
Yeah, he never stops. But it's only like 5 damage per hit, which isn't that much, I guess. But over the course of time,
Isn't
it's like...
that much? However, there will be a time where you finish a turn at 4 health. And you have 2 skill trees that have to connect, and you cannot change it. And you just are sad.
Well, just use the defensive skill.
Then you
first.
die to an attack.
Well, simply don't die.
Exactly. He straight up will, yeah, he does. But yeah, and okay, Esgu, I'll be real with you, I'd rather not. I don't care.
Oh no. Esco's gonna be so mad at this.
I don't care how much you like him. And you know what? Look at this. Look who's up here. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway. I mean, makes sense. Yeah, no, that's fair. Similar, this guy. He's funny. 7 Heathcliff is funny. Rolling 12 on a skill 3 and not having an evade is not gonna help him. If he had an evade, he would be here, next to she. But he does not have an evade. He's a sitting he's a sitting duck. It's really that simple.
This is solo tier list, I literally have no opinion. Well, me neither, but I'm just kinda here to, you know, be
Insult
funny.
chat.
Yes, exactly. Metal Pipe Jump Scare Part 3.
What are you
I'm
talking
surprised
about?
no one has been pointing out yet.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, it's just like the schizophrenic demons in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, we've already established that I'm like schizophrenic in the stream, and I also hate chat, and I'm also Captain AAP.
Axe when no evade, comical, steam, and train horn. Only 2 units at the very top have evade. Chat, come on, relax.
Anyways, now we come to a very interesting one.
So, okay, I'm gonna just say this because people might not understand. You run out of ammos. You just don't have ammo. You cannot use this ID. He has no ammo. Like, it's not about him being squishy. It's not about anything. He has no ammo.
Our heat is kind of bad in solos because he works worse than W Ryoshu while needing to act the same way. Would you say that's like true acts?
No. He would be good. But he just doesn't have ammo. He needs ammo. He runs out of ammo by turn 2.
Yeah.
Ammo doesn't change
I think
clashing.
that's
You
the
know what
bigger
changes?
issue.
Okay, the thing is, it doesn't change clashing. True. You know what it does change? By the time you are at floor 5 and you have 4 crabs, each has like 3 skill slots, so they have 12 skill slots total, and you deal 0 damage because you have no ammo, and they just start cracking at your everything, and you just die.
Yeah, but why would you go crabs in the first place?
Yeah. He's not
Yes.
good. This is not time wasting. He is time wasting and winning. He is time wasting and losing.
But he can attack with his knife for 10 damage. Incredible.
Sure, at up type 4 it can proc his passive, but while spending... What? No, his up type 4 just gives him more starting ammo. It doesn't give him more ammo per wave. It doesn't give him anything. It's just more ammo in general. He is not good, chat.
Just get 7 quick suppressions for our heat easy. Ah yes, just go like above the skill limit in the game.
I think they mean don't use any other skill but quick suppression in a fight. Which, if you look at it that way, 7 is almost the cap for enemies. Damon Wrath. Okay.
Actually, could you take a look at Sharon's announcer icon? She's escaping her own boundaries. Is she now?
Is she? I don't have the game on, but that sounds funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now chat. There are 2 answers. And I'll be clear, I'll just do this. And it's not because of favoritism and because it's my favorite ID, but purely because he is more consistent if you play him right. If you don't want to hassle with playing him right, this is still good, but less consistent. This is a reverse of what happened with Middle Mersol and Ensol, right? He is more consistent, but requires more thinking. He is less consistent, but is Unga Bunga.
Oh, where the depression ego right now? It would be funny if you like put that on.
Yeah.
Suncliff, my beloved. No, yeah, Suncliff is just honestly fun to use. There's a reason that he's also my favorite unit in the game, coincidentally enough. Ah, yes, the best Shi identity.
He's fun to play. I think he is way better. Like, not way better. More consistent than Sheecliff? Not Sheecliff. Peacock-Cliff. And the most obvious reason why is because Peacock Heathcliff wants you to be low health. And it will bite you in the ass. It will. Eventually you'll get to that one node that has a bastard enemy that just kills you. So that's the reason.
I pinged you on Discord with the image hacks.
I did see it, it's pretty funny, Stimmer.
Oh wait, I want to see it as well. Where is it?
I'm gonna put it on a stream actually, it is pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hold on, let me take a look at this. Let's wait for stream to actually catch up on my end.
Hold on, because I love when image is called image, so I have to rename it. Ax,
Yeah.
are you Welcher's aberration called the solo guy? I'm not Welcher's aberration. That's disrespectful.
Then what are you?
I'm the solo guy.
Fair enough.
I'm not an aberration, I'm not a baker.
Ah yes, Elf Abnormality, the solo guy.
Exactly. Where is that image? Oh, there it is. Okay. Check this out, chat. This is pretty funny. It might take you a while to find.
Wait, let me see it.
It might take you a while, but Karen is breaching.
Oh my god, I just noticed that. She is escaping containment.
Karen breaching the containment unit.
The hat. Subject has breached containment.
But yeah.
High level threat.
Was chat cute enough? Do chat deserve Raf Pekatulum? You know what?
I think they were cute enough. She has ascended, yeah.
There you go. You have a puppy on screen now, chat. There's your puppy.
Yippee. The little rat back to them.
There you go, chat.
Who's a good little boy?
There you go. You have a little boy. Here's your
Why is
puppy.
Gregor on fire? Someone water him. Wait, what?
We do. Esgo is gone. I hope we can be cute.
Oh, no, he's still here. He posted the fucking merciless stare.
Guys, point and laugh at Esgo for not being cute.
Wait. Let me... Where's that, like, really stupid? Oh, here it is. Spam this emoji at Esco, chat. Just spam this emoji at him.
Esglue.
This UI isn't nearly strong enough to hold back my violence, Chairman.
Yeah, anyway, the fault lies with you, Ishmael. LCB, I don't want to even try.
Fair enough.
She has
The
nothing.
very first LCB that has landed in that bracket.
Honestly, that puts into perspective, no. She's not that bad, okay. She just has one coin everything. She's not that good. She's okay, but she's not that good.
Oh, what about she, Ishmael? We did have like a really fun run with her a couple of weeks ago.
So I'm gonna keep her till we get to the other potential top Ishmael. So let's go with LCCB, and LCCB is... she's alright. Like, she's alright, but she's just...
She is paralyzed, which is cool. It's also really consistent paralyzed. Like, it's just on hit on skill 1.
Yeah. Like, she's alright. It's just not...
That's about it.
That's about it. She kind of struggles on the damage front again. She's a support, so like her damage is... It's also ammo though. She is alright with ammo. But if she wasn't ammo, she would be higher, probably, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. The one thing I could give her is that her skill 3 can easily be used by herself when she has multiple skill slots. Because usually she's like super slow in teams, so other team members can't make use of it. When she's on her own, well, she's the only one that can make use of her own skill, so that's really good. 5 fragile the enemies a lot.
So the reason why she doesn't have that much issue with ammo is because she uses it way less. She doesn't use ammo as much as this guy. This guy just busts his load in one turn and is done.
LCCB wants to blind obsession most fights haste. I guess if you really want to use that expensive of an ego just to make her a little bit faster.
It's not that expensive. I mean, it's useful. Like, she is better also because she has 7 AoE ego, right? Like, this could put her here by the... Like, every Ishmael could be up there for having access to Blind Obsession, but then I have to put him higher. And that's not true.
Told me LCCB Ishmael's SS tier. What the fuck?
So true.
Well, they didn't account for solo runs.
Arheath loves unloading all his ammo all over the target. Essentially, though. He does. Anyway, yeah. So, sloshing. You know what? You know what? He's not alone.
Oh, no. Yippee, he has a buddy now.
He's not alone.
Okay, but you are saying that she is good. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. She's really good. She's a good way to want to fall asleep.
Fair enough.
If you do this run, you will have an increasing desire to hit your bed, plonk your face right into the pillow, and never wake up.
Sloshing has an interesting playstyle, but she lacks immortality.
What playstyle? Pressing like
what?
Listen, you know how like
her
some IDs...
her playstyle of like intentionally losing clashes.
No. There is a
like
playstyle of holding the portrait and pressing ego. Her playstyle is just pressing the portrait and doing nothing with your life.
Interesting playstyle in quotation marks. Yeah.
Can she even reach floor 1 if she ran into
interesting.
gluttony / skills? Blind obsession. If you ever get yourself into a tough situation with Ishmael, you blind obsession out. As an insomniac, I agree, so true.
Yes, if you ever just want to sleep, you use this identity.
Pretty much.
What did I just join into? A tier list. We're ranking all the identities on how good they are in solos.
Or Mirror Dungeon.
Yeah, Mirror
Put on
Dungeon.
Mirror Dungeon.
She was a slash and isn't even.
Last Pierce, again, just Blind Obsession. Blind Obsession out of any node, that's scary. Anyway, Reindeer. You can Mind Whip. You can Mind Whip all the way. You have zero fear about Mind Whip. In fact, I will put her in really good, even though she's not really good. She is really not that good, but she is the only ID in the game that can consistently target what she quote-unquote wants. Because if you just go for random targeting, eventually it will stuck in a way you want it.
I suppose so. It's actually
Technically, she can target. Not the way you want to, but she can target things. So you know what? Fuck it.
Every three Mind Whip. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just hit the Mind Whip gritty.
She's squishy, yes. She takes a lot of damage and dies, absolutely. Her passive makes it impossible to stall for resources, you bet your ass it does. Mind Whip. If you get enough resources, if you get enough Sin resource generation gifts, Sloshman can still Blind Obsession through the node so it would be faster? No. Because that's applied to every single AD.
Weak Aura, I need to gain 8 charge to be able to target properly with my skills. Strong Aura, lol, Lamau even.
I've seen R-ish killing my sinners way more time than the enemy. Okay, but like you should play solo. Then you cannot kill your allies. She's really not squishy though, she has good defensive stats. Okay, she is not that squishy, but she just takes, like, she's not built to survive too many hits. But yeah, no, Mind Whip, just go Mind Whip. Every single shop, you reroll to get another Mind Whip. Actually, no, don't reroll for only Mind Whips, because then you cannot Actually, no. Yeah, no, just reroll for Mind Whips.
Reindeer's designed for solos because Mind Whip doesn't punish you.
Any ID can win solo if you're AFK for 8 hours with later. That's not true. That's a funny way to say, that's a funny thing to say, but it's not true. But yeah. And now, before we go to the actual 2 contenders of top spot, Molar. Same reasoning as with Quixote. Mono Pierce. She does have a blunt AoE ego, but it's a corrosion ardor, which hurts you, which kind of sucks. It's a bit annoying. She might be better now. She has really good evade, but so does he.
Well, what about the Braceable ego? That's also blunt, I think.
Huh?
The Braceable ego, that's blunt.
Yeah, but it's like 2 AoE.
It's still blunt though.
Yeah, but like,
it is
it doesn't
getting
matter.
louder.
It doesn't matter.
Chat, what is getting louder? Yeah, what are you talking about, chat?
Okay. But yeah, no, Molar is not that good. She's good for abnormalities, like if you get to abnormality, she's amazing. The problem is getting to abnormalities. Right? Like, if you start Zippo later... Actually, I haven't tried going with Blind Obsession. Since Blind Obsession got released, I didn't try her. She might be up here. And it makes sense for her to be up here. Purely because of Blind Obsession. Actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Well, wait, stop being mean. Gaslight doesn't give you ego, Welvader. No, chat, I don't know what you're talking about. We heard nothing just now.
Also, Ardor Star Blossom is blunt on corrosion, that's true. However, it's a matter of... It deals you health damage, and it can stagger you. Ardor can stagger you, which just sucks. Her evade's not the best, but 14 evade is enough. And what world 14 max evade with 10 base bad? In a world where enemies roll 15. But yeah, no, her evade is good because of base 10, but the base 10 does not really matter that much in a solo.
The funny thing that Well doesn't hear too.
And every
No, the thing is, I actually hear it. I'm just in denial.
14 evade is good. I feel like 15 is a sweet spot. However, if you ever need an evade to roll 15 when you have 14 rolling evade, you bring Bug Outis, who gives you defense up every fucking turn. Like, you can reroll for defense up.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not consistent. It's not like every turn.
It's,
but yeah.
Okay, hear me out. If you need to live turn 1 with evade, then it's a 1 in 3 chance and then you reset. Like, it's really... 14 is not bad.
I'm going to have dinner, but leave the stream on. Have fun, that's. Goodbye, November days.
I need to know a Sun Shower can be applied to the same as Blind Obsession logic, because I'm legit confused about this. Good question. Very good question, unironically. I did try this in Season 3 already, it's miserable. But Blind Obsession is not better. Is it? No, it's not. It's really not.
Well, I guess it's somewhat equal.
I'll put her in it, I'd rather not, but that's one I'll be testing later. Actually just hates Spice Bush? No, not really. Blind Obsession can heal? Don't tell me that. 3% of health is healed per hit. Like, don't. Just don't. It's not 3%
like,
of damage, it's 3% of her health.
No, but like Axe, it's like, you know, 21% if you hit 7 enemies.
No, yeah, I'm gonna put her in I'd rather not. This
enough.
guy would realistically be around here, if not for the fact that I hate him. But yeah.
As goes the round roster, the Welvader is cheap Ahab clone, and the solo guy is full. Excuse you calling me a cheap Ahab clone.
I'm called funny so
funny.
like rarely. I'm actually I'm happy. Thank you.
No, you shouldn't be.
I am. Anyway, now for the top-ish. Which one is top-ish? What chat thinks? Because both of them are really good.
Yeah, we could make like another poll.
We will make
what do
another
you
poll.
think, chat? She-Bell. So sad we aren't gonna hear Esco's voice today. He might bless us with his presence at any moment. Don't worry, Welvader. In my heart, you're an clone. Thank you so much, dear viewer. I'm glad to be called an expensive AF clone. You know, the luxury Ahab experience, as one would say.
No, not really. Axe in response to whether he hates Spice Bush not 1 minute ago. Listen, I don't hate him, however...
Well, maybe you would be cool if you didn't try to gaslight us. The thing is that Axe and Esco has been gaslighting you the entire time. No, shut up, Axe. I am not falling for it again. You were the one God I'm gaslighting last stream.
What are you talking
The
about?
fault lies with you, Axe.
What last stream? This is the first stream we were ever doing.
Ah, yes, exactly. Because, like, clearly we've not established a streaming career already on YouTube.
What are you talking
and
about?
These 208 viewers here are completely new.
Guys, what is he talking about? This is our first time together.
Chat, is it the first stream? Tell me. Liu, because skill replacements, you have access to blood back for heals.
Okay, I think chat agrees with Liu.
This is a pretty good first stream, man. Exactly. Well, take your bets. We were worried about you.
So I personally think she is better, chat, like, for the record. But I do agree with Liu being extremely good. She solo fuels egos. I think she also solo fuels. However, Blunt is a bit stronger than Slash. But yeah, no. But both of them are really good. Both of them are really cool. I do enjoy myself some counter gaming. And yeah.
Honestly, Ishmael just has like a little special place in my heart, just purely because of how fun it was. How fun it was to watch the solo for.
Yeah, okay, Esgu. She has inbuilt healing, but she also forces you to do math on 25 and half health all the time. 25% and 50% health. So like, this requires math, which obviously is not the strong part of human beings.
Wait, so we're ranking her one rank lower because you have to calculate 25% of her health.
We put her one rank lower because the top rank is only for one ID personnel.
Oh, two. I was about to say, like...
They are very similar. They are very strong together. What else is like really strong? Like Sync should be here. Mid should be here. This could possibly be, maybe. This could be here. This absolutely could be here. But like, one ID per sinner.
Yeah, fair enough. I forgot about that.
Okay, Esgu, stop being nerd. Because you're just making me want to add a nerd emoji for people. Is this what you want? Is this what you desire, Esgu? A nerd emoji in chat?
He probably does. Actually, wait, is there like a nerd emoji YouTube thingy?
Maybe make a new tier for like close contenders. Well, this is the point of this tier. Like those are the IDs that are really good alternative, or just really good in general. I don't want the tier list to like spread too much because I don't find that many difference between units. Nerd.
Yeah, I just had to. That was the best option I had.
Anyway, LCB Rodia, who ever used this? Not me. I mean, I did, but like, who actually wants to use this? LCCB, same thing. N-Corp, same thing. She's really not having good 2 stars.
Gosh, what about the next 2-star?
She's not that bad. But she's not higher than I'd rather not. She's the best of these, but she's not higher. Like, because this is not ordered list. I don't think ordering them makes any sense. Because if they are in I'd rather not, then no matter if they're at the very top or at the very bottom, I'd rather not. Monokun, respectfully, me hablano other languages. I mean, I speak Polish, but that's about it. LCCB Rodia is the most forgettable ID ever. She is.
Well...
She is.
Yeah, I gotta have to.
Her most notable thing she does is defense level down. Not defense level, defense hour down.
Well, she also has like 3 paralyzed for skill 1. Or no, skill 3. That's pretty good.
Esgu's trying so hard to make people in chat just a little smarter. I called him a nerd because he told people that they are stupid. He was not being helpful, he was being a Jimmy Neutron. Okay?
Gosh, chat, look at this. Esco's just bullying all of you. How do you feel about that? Now, you see, I would compliment you, chat, and I would just say it in a respectable manner, explain that 25% is half of 50%. Yet Esco here needs to insult everyone.
That sounds even fucking worse.
What?
You just treat them like buffoons that don't know that 25 is half of 50. What the fuck?
No, I'm not.
What the fuck? I'm not even gaslighting you right now. I'm actually surprised.
I'm not saying I'll treat them badly or like babies, but like I wouldn't insult them while explaining it.
Chad, do you know that 25 is half of 50? Like, what the fuck, Well,
how else am I supposed to explain it? Like, 25% is half of 50%. What do you want from
the
me?
actual lawful good thing to do if you want to be helpful while being a nerd is say that, oh, at level 40, you know, it's 50% is this much and 25 is this much. Also, keep in mind, you have to do that math again every time you get identity level up, because fuck you.
It's because clearly I would know what, like 25% of their health is, specifically level 7.
Anyway.
But why would anyone know that, Axe? Have you considered that?
Okay, hear me out. If you don't know, you don't have to. Say obvious thing and act smart.
But that's just lying. That's even worse, Axe.
What do you mean? Since when shutting the fuck up is lying?
Yeah, you said just sound smart. That's implying that you're like trying to lie to sound smart.
No, saying obvious thing like, wait, did you know that apples are apples? Like, you're right. But that doesn't mean anything. Everybody knows that.
But then we just come full circle back to like what you said about me.
Anyway, Kumorodia is pretty good. I'm gonna put her in mid. She's surprisingly
Fair
tanky,
enough.
gets protection on counter. She doesn't get as good of a protection as Enmer Soul, because her protection is on use instead of on combat stat. But she's still pretty tanky, and she deals nice damage, and she does the funny sky clearing cut. And poises easy in solo.
The metal pipe is Welvader's ego.
Kurokuma Rodion has no passive though. Her passive is great. Counter is insane. Like, having consistent skill-free counter is insane, and you can have it active since turn 1 if you start with Nebulizer and get Pendant. Her passive is Sky Clearing Cut. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, it's really good. Another one that's really good that I'm gonna put here is Rose Spanner. So, chat, who knows in chat what Rose Spanner passive is? Because this is one of those passives that Project Moon has made before they realized that solos are a thing. Because it's the one of the last passive that they kept uncapped. So, if you can Tremor Burst in a turn 20 times, you'll get 20 damage up and fucking 20 haste next turn. Is it gonna happen? No. Is it based? Yes.
Question, does this tier list assume only base unit support or ideal support? That's a good question, actually.
Ideal supports, obviously.
Alright, well, you have your answer there.
Ideal
When
support, good
burst, remember.
circumstances, yeah. Yeah, no, her passive is uncapped damage. Like, you can get infinite damage with that shit. Like, people don't talk about it. That was the last passive that we got from Project Moon that didn't have a cap. Like, that's crazy. But you know what else is crazy? Who knows this ID? Everyone.
Rose. Rose here is really funny. Yeah, she's fun to use.
Kiyomi, I meant her passive, like her combat passive, not her support passive. Her support passive is whatever, because nothing beats Gamble or Diechirodia passive. But her combat passive is every time she Tremor Burst, she gains blunt damage up. And it's not capped.
But about the Diechirodia, I don't really think anyone in chat needs an explanation for why she is the top tier.
Yeah. Rodia also solo feels Clam Corrosion. Clam Corrosion is so good for solos, guys. I should make an ego tier list as well. Blunt damage up, the status effect is capped. Correct bug. However, her passive can give it uncapped amount. Unlike all other passives that have like, you know, Hook Hong Lu, per kill, you get 1 damage up to 1 times per turn. But yeah, no, Diechirodia is great. she just wins the game. She's just win rate. This is the same situation like Hong Lu. You just win rate and you win. Sinclair, no. You're actually so squishy you're going here.
How is that?
Zwei Sinclair, you're just next to Spyrodia. You're only good for passive. No. 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 Okay. Any questions about the last 4 picks? Because
fair enough, I can't really blame you, to be honest.
I don't want to talk about
most
any of
news
them.
for Sinclairs are pretty bad. Sinclair speedrun? No, yeah, pretty much.
So the thing is, I love this guy. This is my favorite ID for Sinclair. My favorite 2-star ID in the game, I think. Fuck him and fuck off. You dog shit in solo. Absolute trash. Why is the glasses Sinclair rather not? Solo self-tremor is not good. He's not good. He did shit. His skill 1 is funny, but he doesn't do enough damage. Why Red Sheet is outrageous? He staggers himself. Talisman self-damage, which you will take a lot of talisman self-damage, will stagger you. If you have 5 talisman on if you use skill 2 turn 1, you have 5 talismans on yourself, every enemy deals 5 true damage more to you in that turn, and you are forced to take damage every fight. The other one? What other glasses? There is no other glasses.
I think they're referring to Zwei Sinclair, actually.
Oh. Oh!
Yeah.
He just does nothing. He kind of exists. He's not horrible. He gets protection, I believe. Does he? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, he does gain protection.
Yeah, like he gets protection, but it's like... There is no payoff using him. I don't feel payoff. Like when I use Healthcliff and get protection, I feel the payoff of like good counter, good damage, corroding, funny. If I use his counter to get protection, I feel like I become invincible and I heal back up, and all this tedious 10 turns prior makes sense. If I use his, I'm like, whoa, and I'm done. Next.
Zwei Sinclair so boring, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not really have much going for him. Like, sure, his passive is fun in a team, but in solos, not really.
Yeah, I'm surprised W. Hong Lu is higher than Hong Lu. He's insane, solo. Like, this solo is insane. Telescler just kind of explodes. Yeah, he explodes.
Yeah, self-combustion.
Maxicler feels wild to fit down here. How? He does nothing. Guys, he is really, really good if you start with Frill. That's the condition. You have to start with Frill.
But anyways, what about BL Sinclair?
BL is mid. He's actually pretty good. Solo.
Yeah, fair enough. I kind of expected that.
He can stack nice amount of power up from his counter or from skill 2. He is as tanky as Sinclair, which we'll talk about in a moment. And he does surprisingly decent amount of damage with skill 1.
Yeah, 26 rolling skill 3.
And
yeah, that's also very funny.
5 paralyzed skill 3.
Yeah,
5 paralyzed. So, you know how we laugh at Cromer Faust for having 12 rolling skill 3? He has 12 rolling skill 2, but he will win it because of 5 paralyzed sometimes.
Yeah, his to claim their bones is actually kind of insane. The thing that just holds him back is that he's slow, so you can't make use of that in teams, because it's same turn paralyzed, but for solos, it's actually really good.
Yeah. So...
to attack power up if he loses, yeah, that as well. That's also a thing.
I mean, to attack power up if he loses? Yeah, right? Like, the thing is, if I lose skill to clash with him, I'm generally not gonna be mad. Because if I lost, that means I'm gonna take damage. If I'm gonna take damage, that means I will most likely counter. If I counter, I get even more damage up next turn. So like, it's actually worth it sometimes. But even then, losing is not end of the world, and losing is difficult because paralyze. A lot of paralyze. Yeah.
If he loses 3 skill 2 classes, he doesn't lose a single class next turn.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
6 power up goes hard.
He is surprisingly strong solo. He was my final solo of MD2 that I did for myself. It was extremely fun. Losing is difficult. I mean, come on, look. You know, it is sometimes, you know.
but what about Enclair?
He is suffering a lot from lack of stalwart spirit. Not having that extra stagger bar hurts him. But he still can just corrode. Negative coin IDs are suffering even more than before. His sanity is harder to keep down than Foxcliff solo. Because Foxcliff can take hits and like lose sanity before killing. If he wants to lose sanity, he has to kill. Killing means you restore sanity, it's hard.
Yeah, fair enough.
He suffers a lot from not having stalwart.
And no spending points count on Clash Win. Oh yeah, for BL Sinclair. Yeah, that's also a funny little thing.
Not activating calm water and clear me out of calm water because it requires you to consume poise. So he doesn't work with the tier 4 poise gift.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure that it's hard to lose sanity in solo? Abso-fucking-lutely. For him, abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh my god. I love that it comes from Encorp Sinclair.
I know. I don't know. It's insanely difficult to keep his sanity low.
Yeah. Even with me as like someone who doesn't do solos, it's really hard to keep the sanity of a negative coin identity down.
So
because I'll let you talk.
Listen to that. I use 0 SP. I use self-destructive purge. I win a clash, even if it was just 1 coin, I'm at -5. I kill the enemy, I'm at +5. And I use self-destructive purge.
Yeah,
and I'm net positive on sanity. That's really hard.
That kind of explains it. It's just really hard to not gain sanity in mirror dodging. Because regardless, you're always gonna get 10 sanity from like killing someone. And then of course clash wins sanity, which in solos you're always gonna clash. You just can't avoid that.
You're not, he has the passive? Oh my god, wait, hold on, what's Enclair's passive? I straight up don't even know.
9-2 passive though.
Okay, but that means you have to use 9-2 every fight. Half sanity gain? Okay. Just level your Enclair to 60, yeah. -2. So he's on -2. It's still like really hard. Because that's a argument of using self-destructive purge. What if I use skill 2? Skill 2 puts me on gain then.
Well, let's not even talk about his defense.
You can use Foxcliff's passive to help. It does help, but he is suffering the most from losing that stagger bar because he's not a tanky ID.
Just saying, Berserk could probably solo the head if you asked him.
I could see him here, but like if you go right now, fight number 1, you will see how much damage he takes, and you will be like, oh wow. And yeah, like unironically he takes a lot of damage, and he gets messed up good.
Well, anyways, is it time to move on to Sinclair, you think?
Yeah. Okay, so chat, do we know what's gonna happen with Sinclair?
Gosh, I wonder what it is. It's almost like no secret that he has been put there yet.
Insane evade, insane clashes, insane poise, insane damage, insanely easy way to proc his passive and his poise charge gimmick. It's just, man, it works. I'm late, why is Fingermer the best chat?
Fingermer.
Wow, it's almost like the ID all about dueling is good on his own. Exactly. The solo guy, when is the next solo coming? I don't know. I'm working on a guide now. And I did get a bit addicted to Minecraft. But I am working on a guide. And I am trying to make a certain solo run happen. Which,
Gosh,
yeah.
this Minecraft guy, chat.
He doesn't need to tank just Fae
future.
Lantern to full health. The problem is, you can't Fae Lantern with Enclair to full health if you get staggered before you corrode. That's the biggest issue, just getting that Fae Lantern to activate. Because you need to live. Addicted to Minecraft? Do you care to elaborate? I'm addicted to Minecraft. Minecraft solo run.
Oh yes, single player gameplay, let's go.
Okay, also I'm going on vacation soon, chat. But that's gonna be at the start of February. Anyway, Otis. I'd rather not. I think LCB is going there. I'm not gonna elaborate, it's just LCB. I don't
Fair
think to
enough.
elaborate. I tried this.
What about
this on paper doesn't seem like it should be horrible. But it's horrible. Like on paper, solo should work on her. It doesn't, it's horrible. She just doesn't do anything, man. She
just doesn't work in general. Did you expect her to work in solos?
Yeah, because it made like a little sense that she can farm damage up, / damage up on skill 2, and then do good skill 3, and then I tried it, and then it was dog shit.
Yeah, no. He's got a solos vacation, just watch. Exactly.
Oh yeah, Axe, I wanted to ask something. Where would you put LCB manager Dante? I need to know. So they are bottom of the list because their only attacking move is explosion, and if you die while killing the enemy, you lose. So he loses 100% of the time, no matter what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
G-Corp manager is mid, because actually, she's really good actually.
Oh wow, you can put her there?
Yeah, she stacks protection on herself while attacking. She stacks damage up on herself while attacking. She stacks sinking on enemies while attacking. She rolls very high as well. She's just good.
Manager Dante's not loose. Yeah, pretty much.
But what if Dante's evade spams with Thrill? I do not believe Dante has evade. I believe his defensive skill is guard, because all he uses sinners to guard himself.
Okay, but Dante can win clashes with Shakarunis. I'm pretty sure Shakarunis is not a move.
I cast silence with my 3rd level spell slot.
Do you just want to time them out for like 10 seconds or so?
Actually, that's funny. I didn't think of that, but that's funny.
I cast 10-second timeout. First cower defense skill. Well, no, there is that like one funny move that Dante has where, on his skill 3 he like takes a hit for someone. Like he actually used his skill 3 on Smi during that one cutscene.
No, it's guard. He literally used guard. He redirects with guard. His defense is guard.
No, wait. So Dante's an aggro at that.
No. He just intercepted. He had higher speed.
Ah, yeah. So he went like first classic priority. Of course. Self-destructive guard.
That would be funny though. I won that move now. Anyway, top tier guys. Wow, the new sync units are pretty good solo, huh? Who'd have thought? Chad, are you surprised? On a scale of 1 to Shakarunis, how shocked are you?
I'll say I'm like a solid shock, but like not quite a Shakaruni, you know?
Not kind of Shakaruni yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed that if you have high clashing Good evade. You're aggro for that sweet, sweet Dawn passive. And generally you have like good egos as well.
Shokarunis. Jackie chat.
You think units are just busted in general? They're just really good. I thought 7 was going to be the best. If Sync Outis did not have evade, 7 would be the best. I'll be real with you. Nah, I did evade. Yeah. But speaking about that, yeah, I just mentioned 7 would be the best. 7 goes here. Really good clashing. Really good tankiness. She's same tankiness as Sync again. High health, low singular stagger bar. Good skills, blunt slash.
What a lot of Sync Goddess is a 000 in disguise. No, yeah, she pretty much is. She's
a lot of
solid.
new 0-0 IDs are general really good.
Yeah,
I suspect
like
Prey Outis mid. I'm gonna talk about Prey Outis a lot in a moment. Think Outis evades some boss skills on floor 5. She has no business evading, actually insane. Absolutely, no. She rolls 18. Or am I tripping? 17 or 18? Something like that. Something ridiculous.
I forgot. Chat, can someone confirm? Is it
18,
like
yeah.
17 or 18? Oh, 18.
Absolutely insane. Anyway, self-tremor. So, this is grr for me. Realistically, it's probably still here, even if it wasn't grr. If it wasn't here, maybe it would be here, but it's grr. Her kit is dysfunctional in solo. Her kit makes no sense in solo. The fact that she discards descending order, so she prioritizes discarding skill 2s, is a crime. It's atrocious, shouldn't fucking exist. Her kit is atrocious, it's anti-synergy with itself. Fuck off. Hate her.
What do you think about that, chat? God gives haste to defense power up too. Oh yeah,
is
true.
that the moment I get like an email tomorrow morning about this specific like moment in the stream?
Unfortunately, you've received a death threat from 7 different people.
I will.
She's just wrong. Don't be mean. I think this is one of Axe's worst opinions, by the way, chat. For the record.
Go to a solo Asgo right now.
Skill issue. Axe is. What is that?
Like misogynist with Outis. Bro, just replace all skill 1s. Smith, I want to ban you.
But you can do that in Mirror Dungeon.
Can I ban Smith in Mirror Dungeon? Where is the event? I want that shit right now.
Well, no, I'm just saying you can change skills at the shop, you know.
Can I remove skill 3?
No, but you could like remove skill 1s.
Yeah. Okay, chat, hear me out. If you remove skill 1 3 times, it goes here. It's fucking peak. But it's not. New Limbus event where you can permaban 1 UID for your choice.
Incredible.
Can't you use guard to stop skill 3 from removing skill 2? What if you have 2 skill 2s in the same slot? You're just forced to lose one, and then you get stuck with skill 1s. Like, people tell me about the guard thing, and I agree, but it doesn't work when you have 6 skill slots on your bar. You just get yourself eventually, it will get you into a situation where you have only skill 1 on the whole bar, and her skill 1 is dog shit, and you want to krill yourself. It's just not good. She does not function solo.
Well, what about the flight shoot Outis?
If you remove skill 1, she won't have any piss tremor at all. Good. It's literally a 13 skill 1, by the way. Okay, Esgo, do you know why these two are this low? Do you know why, like, those Mersols are this low? Because if it takes you 3 attacks 3 separate turns to kill one enemy, you will die. Guess what she fucking does with that skill 1? She takes 7 skill 1s to get rid of one enemy. Do you know what happens when you need 7 skill 1s? You die.
But just... You're never gonna get 7 skill 1s in a row, though.
You will.
No, I think you're capping at this point. Because at some point you cycle through so many skill 1s that you come to a skill 2 or 3.
She literally has less skill 1s than the average ID. No, because she discards in... Okay, you know what? We're done. We're not talking about it. I will time you out as you. Because she does not. She discards in ascending order. Sorry, descending order.
Confused.
Descending order. Anyway, Magic Bullet. I've been trying to do Magic Bullet for a while now.
This is slander. What do you think, chat? Is he capping or not?
Oh yeah. Magic Bullet sounds really, really good on paper. Then I have been trying to do this run for past, well, 1.5 days. I've started with coin, and even with coin, even Pierce weak enemies are really, really annoying and resilient to actually kill. She is as squishy as Spice Bush. She doesn't need as much of restarting as Spice Bush, but she still needs a lot. She is one of those where I'd rather not fucking do them for the love of, like, sweet mother of God, don't make me run it. But she is this tier, but she's fun. So because she's fun, I'd put her higher.
Oh yeah, also, about Motor Otis, chat is raising a good point. No, I'm really sorry, Your Highness, bring up Motor Otis again. But chat is saying only your skill 3 discards in, like, descending order. Does that change your opinion at all on that?
Okay. Adro below. There you go, chat. Okay.
I'm sorry, just I tried to look.
I wanted to stop talking about it.
Fair enough, I guess we can stop talking about it.
Because I have done this run, I have done this run again, I was thinking, oh, maybe I was wrong, I'll do it again. It's piss. It's dog shit. It's piss. It's absolute piss.
Fair enough.
It's absolute piss. It's not good. I don't care what you tell me about this, it's not good. Anyway, Dark Flame not working doesn't help her, but her damage output is just slightly not enough solo to make her good. She kind of struggles, even with coin. She kind of struggles. Now, I would put her really good if Greycoat worked on her skill 3, but for some fucking reason, conditional AoE is not an AoE, chat. So, Greycoat heal doesn't work, Sunshower damage up doesn't work. What else? Phantom Pain might work because maybe it's a single coin, I don't know if it works. But yeah, I think she's
I
better not.
have no clue, actually. We need to test that.
Alright, it's like Outis' new tier now. Spicebush passive. Spicebush passive would be brilliant if she could activate it.
Maybe with Burn Ego Gift she will be alright. What do you think, Axe?
Maybe with Burn Ego Gifts? Which one?
Well, I assume all of them.
If you can start with all ego, I mean, what ID isn't good if you start with all ego kit?
I mean of the bird variety. Okay, let's limit it down to like 2. Which one would you say is like the best on the Fry Shoots Outis?
Burn or in general gift?
Bird, I guess. since we are talking about burning new gifts, at least that's the question that chat raised.
God, I don't know. Ashes to Ashes, I think is decent. Oh, Scavenger, thank you for 50... I don't know the currency. Are there any offices or corps we haven't gotten any ID from you'd love to see added? Oh,
Ooh.
anything I haven't seen that I would like?
So, personally from me, I know this is talking about offices or corporations, but I assume associations are also on the list. Personally, I would love to see DevJet Association, but just because I'm, like, just because I'm curious on, like, Project Moon interpretation of that. I want to see what they're all about.
Okay, so this is no longer a long shot for me to ask, because we've got medal IDs. I want Index. I want something from Index, anything from Index. I want Index. Anything from Index. Or Dawn Office.
Dude, I want the Yon identity for Hong Lu
no.
so badly.
On paper, Spicebush support passive is fantastic until you see it requires slop resonance. Yeah. That resonance. Spicebush
This association win in 3 years.
T-Corp IDs would be funny as hell. True. T-Corp would be funny. But yeah, no, the problem is she just lacks a bit damage. Like, it's very hard to put her high. I want to see her succeed, but I have had multiple runs where I start with Coin. I had a run when I started Coin Greycoat, and I was so upset because Greycoat just does not work with her. Depressing. I'm yet to get a Coin Blue Zippo, and I think Coin Blue Zippo makes it, but it's a hard run, man. I'm still in the process of trying it.
I wonder how Singleton would work in Limbus. Yeah, I wonder as well. Like, they could do some interesting stuff with that. But we'll have to wait to see until we actually get an index identity, which probably is a while away,
Yeah.
I have to imagine.
You just need Zippo, just Zippo. I mean, kind of true, but at the same time... Okay, so I'm gonna put her mid, because she has one funny gimmick. She is a great negative coin ID. You can, every fight, you can finish at negative 45. So the way you can clear a boss, even without ego gift generation, you spam guard on the final enemy before boss, or before any node. You can do it with any node. She is brittle as fuck, but if you spam your guard on the final enemy that has like negative 30 sanity, does not hit for shit, her guard gives her Limbillion of shield, and at like negative 20 sanity, you magic bullet it, you're at negative 45, you enter next node, you ebony stem, and you redo it all over again. You can cheese a lot of fights like that.
Yeah, that's actually like a really good potential there.
I was looking for painkillers plus medkit and doing this strat. I haven't gotten it yet, but it is possible to do that, and it's interesting, and I'm intrigued. But it's still a hard run. So because of that, because I remembered you can run her as a semi-negative coin ID, I'm gonna put her there. Which is funny, because positive coin ID does negative coin ID better than Enclair in solo.
That is extremely funny. Anyway, moving on to the last sinner, Gregor.
Disc Fragment can be good with that strat? It could be, actually, unironically. Reminder that you will still deal a lot of damage with S3? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, Gregor. Normal Gregor is... okay. I'm gonna put him here, because obviously, but he's okay.
I mean, at least his support passive is funny.
Yeah, no,
5
his support
HP
passive is
per
great. S tier for passive. In that passive list, he's up here.
turn. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I should do passive tier list in the future.
You could do that, actually.
But yeah. So yeah, Gregor, he just is alright. Nothing crazy.
What about Liu Gregor? He's also kinda not too much outstanding, to be honest.
Okay, so Liu Gregor is the first Gregor that has this glaring issue of running Gregor as a solo unit. He has no healing. Sure, he can grab Chef Ryoshu, that's it, but he doesn't have base Gregor passive. Spoiler alert, that's the reason why I didn't finish all Season 2 IDs in Mirror Dungeon 2. Because of certain Gregor.
Metal Pipe Jump Scare Part 7? No, what do you mean, chat? There's nothing. But no, yeah, Liu Gregor honestly just doesn't do much special.
Sir,
Sure, yes.
Lantern Merster. Okay, hear me out. Now it's possible because we start with Zippoliter. So honestly, fine, I'll put him here. Fine.
Incredible.
Fine.
Do we move base Gregor up one?
Can he get healing from New Dawn? He has no aggro, so it doesn't work. Nope. Anyway, now, Chef. Chef is actually not that bad. He does need some help to start. He needs a bit of a head start. Right? He like needs a little push, but once he gets going, he gets going. Especially with new bleeding gifts.
Like, we did a chat. Exactly. We put Liu Gregor up one rank. Incredible.
Not that bad, Copium. No. He's like... He has a bad turn and then turns into a little bit of a monster. Monster? That's a new word, I don't care.
What?
He needs his 10 bleed count. Okay, just... Where is Esgu to argue with Axe? Esgu is afraid. Anyway. Chef is not so bad, why would you say something so controversial yet so brave? The thing is, once you get to the point where you have good gifts, he gets cracked. Like, he benefits gifts a lot. Also, is it the potency? Yeah, it's potency.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, Esco's probably gonna come in here and, like, correct that.
But yeah, like, you get Wound Cleared and he immediately becomes activated. That being said,
one could say.
Rose Spanner. Fuck off. Fuck you.
Oh,
I love the aesthetic.
What did Rose Spanner ever do to you?
Ruined my life.
Wow, really now? What did Rose Spanner,
I
could you
literally
elaborate?
said a minute ago that there is a reason of certain Season 2 Gregor that I didn't finish all Season 2 IDs on Mirror Dungeon 2. Because of this bastard. Is he good now? Probably. I'd assume so. He can't clash, but still he can clash. No, his clashing is not bad. I just don't like it. He probably is here. Like, he is probably around here because, again, he can fuel his ego now. He has healing now. In the past, he was horrible, and he is in a grr tier because he made me mad.
I mean, he does have, like, a Gloom skill, right? I think Gloom skill 3, if I remember correctly, which does help with Greycoat. That is just godsend.
So the thing is, he's a Rapture unit, and Greycoat does not heal off of Rapture damage.
Well, I mean, the skill 3 Gloom, like, is still pretty good, though.
Yeah, but, like, the biggest thing is he can fuel Lantern now because of Zippoliter.
I suppose
and
so.
Lantern is a free AoE, just 60% damage here, which is just good. He's better now. No, he's absolutely deserving to be next to Chef Gregor or Leo, like between these two. Somewhere. Over there.
Put him there.
But he's a grr tier because he made me mad. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Gosh, all because you couldn't do one video, you're just like disgracing like Chainsaw Gregor, SMH. Yeah. Chat, we need some justice for Chainsaw Gregor.
Now, Pirate Gregor would go similarly to Rose Spanner for same reasons. However, has an evade, which makes him better. is
question.
poison bleed, which makes him better.
Question: is it better to have Zippo Lighter or Lost Skill Coffee and Grains? What do you think, guys? That was perfectly timed, by the way.
Probably. What are you thinking about? Probably last skill coffee cranes. I think that's better. I think genuinely last skill coffee cranes better. Yeah.
Also,
We all like thank you Scavenger for 50. Again, I don't know what that is, but we all like solving dungeons. But has anyone ever streamed a speedrun before? I actually don't think anyone has even uploaded done a speedrun for MD3. I've seen a 12-minute speedrun for MD3. Anyone knows what the world record is right now?
I have no clue, but I do know that Guardian Z at one point streamed speedrunning beer dungeons, but that was like the very, very, very first one. Don't know if he still does it.
Why is there a category on speedrun website? 11 minutes. I wonder. I should message whoever did it and ask if I can react on a stream.
Oh no! Now you're gonna go down the route of reaction.
Okay, so the thing is, I have never seen it. That's the thing. I have never seen a single speedrun of this game. That would be interesting for me.
Fair enough, I guess, but like reaction content, ew.
You're literally reacting to me doing a tier list.
But we don't talk about that, okay? You see, it's different because it's like a live stream. We're like kind of holding a podcast here, buddy.
Slightly, but we have 2 final IDs left. So, chat. These 2 are very good. I'm pretty sure everyone knows which one is the best. However, I want to see what the masses think.
How about Kyoto? They do beer dungeons? Yeah, but I don't think they like actively speedrun beer dungeons, do they? Zwei is best G-Corp because he is silly. Zwei. G-Corp is weak to blood, send him to hell.
There you go, chat. You have a poll that is completely authentic and makes sense.
Yippee.
Not gonna lie, they both kinda suck. Chat, Smith is capping. Can we have a Mind Fortress emoji in chat right now?
No, actually, can we laugh at this user? Chat, can we just like spam this?
No, Mind Fortress.
What is Mind Fortress?
It's Mind Fortress.
Oh,
Chat, show
okay.
Welvader what Mind Fortress is.
What?
Welvader doesn't know what Mind Fortress is.
Yes, because you've never told. Oh, you mean that emoji? Yes. I was like thinking, what the fuck is a Mind Fortress?
It's a Mind Fortress.
Incredible.
That is.
But so Greg getting coin power from freaking defense level up is just too good. Yeah, he does gain a lot of defense level up.
So, spoiler alert, yeah, chat is right. Zweigreck is way better. But we do not shit on G-Greg. G-Greg is insane. Like, okay, you get staggered turn 1, you lose most of your health, you get unstaggered, you use 1 skill. As long as you're at 1 health, you're at full health. Because after you use 1 skill 1, you get like 25%. 1 skill 2, you get like 80%. 1 skill 3, no, you're full.
G-Greg or painkillers is GG?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Where did the 1% go? I don't know, don't ate them.
I was hungry.
Yes.
G-Gregor has good sustain, while Spy just doesn't take damage, exactly. And like, they both are insanely good. But I agree, Spy is a bit better. And there we go.
Also, his defense is just busted.
True. So, chat. Any questions about the placements? Like, now that we're finished, anything like I should clarify? I should like reconsider?
What do you think?
Anything that makes no sense? The G stands for Gucky Boy. I have no idea what that means. That could have been extremely racist, and I wouldn't know.
Why Spider Gregor mid?
Why is Pirate Gregor mid? Because he doesn't really do much in solo. He's squishy, he takes damage. His poise generation is fine. His poise uptime is fine. But he just doesn't excel at anything. He has good evade, that's about it. Sheesh over Leash, I agree. But chat wanted Leash, and I agree. Like,
Whereas
Leash
LCP manager Dante, he is
dead.
so terrible in solos, he's just not in the list. That's how bad he
Rhino
is.
now really deserves to be higher big HP pool. So does Warp Mercil now. Like, Rhino Mercil doesn't do damage, Smith. I was so confused by this tier list until I saw solo. I really made it obvious with the title.
Yes,
I don't know
but
if I'm
I think it's been made well aware that chat cannot read for some reason.
Yeah. She Heathcliff is next to LCB Heathcliff. Why are all Faust best solo IDs 2 stars? Good question. Because Zwei is super tanky and tankiness is important. LCR has high evade and, again, very easy access to Fluid Suck. Same for 7, decent health, easy access to Fluid Suck. But those are 3 stars, right?
How shocking that the solo guy made a solo. I know, right? I should make like a meme tier list based off of how funny they are.
We should just take our first meme review, put every single meme on a tier list, and just rate that.
Yeah, exactly. We can reuse the content to get more views. Let's go.
Why is Donom above Singdon? Because she is... honestly, that was up to a vote as well, because it was between Singdon, Middon, and Nomnom. And Nomdon won, and people think she's better. And I kind of agree. Depends. It's like, to me, Singdon would be in the top tier if the top tier was allowing duplicates, but I decided to keep only one ID per sinner on the top list. But
To
yeah,
be fair,
Singdon-
W False needs uptime 4 to function.
I
Yeah,
would
she
always,
does.
I would always consider that everything is up 4 and has access to passives and ego. Like,
Yeah.
chat, if you ask me ever, what does uptime 3 on something do? I don't know. That, I wouldn't.
We should rate every Axe stream on the tier list. We should actually.
Do it, I would do react content to it, that would be sick.
Yo, cool, then I can do React content to your React content.
And then I can make a drama that Welvader is stealing my content.
Welvader's an evil person that hates chat? No way.
So yeah, chat, we're gonna be here till the next metal pipe hits. The moment metal pipe hits, I'm gonna stop the stream.
Oh my god. I hope it's not gonna take like a long time.
I mean, it would be funny, right? Also,
Oh,
this is the first time I acknowledge metal pipes. What do you think about metal pipes, chat?
yeah, I was about to say it's the first time you mentioned it.
What do you think about metal pipes?
Yeah, chat, where would you rate the metal pipes on the tier list? There's a pipe, yeah, it's been going on for a while now. Like, we've had like 9 metal pipes.
True, chat, what pipe?
Yeah.
We all
Maybe
know that
we're all
Birth
just
of Head Hooligan
slow.
would be the absolutely top axe stream. Is it actually? I think it might be the top. No, it's not top stream. It's actually not even that, like, watched.
Yeah, sadly it's not your top stream. Metal pipe tier. Metal pipe first stream.
What makes the 4 IDs on the bottom so bad for solo? So the bottom tier is mostly my personal hatred corner. This is the grr tier where I just don't like them. Spice Bush has caused me so many just headaches from restarting because he is purely a restart machine. You have to restart to get a perfect hand, to get a perfect turn order, and then if enemies don't roll perfectly, you have to restart to get the perfect hand, to get the perfect everything. It's just obnoxious. Talisman kills himself. That's it. Molar Otis is unbelievably horribly designed, and I hate her, and I'm not gonna talk about her more because it just makes me angry. I don't like her. I just don't like her. I don't care. She's good in normal play. I don't think she's good in solo at all. And Rose Greg is the reason I couldn't do all Season 2 IDs in Mirror Dungeon 2, because he was just refusing to get a good run.
What? This metal pipe? Is this a metal pipe here in the room with... No, there's no metal pipe. We need a metal pipe identity for Ryoshu.
Why burn Ishmael top tier? Big burn, big damage, good ego, punch, counter, punch, strong. Who's the best of top 12? Dieci Radia. Oh! Bye, chat. Goodbye. Take care.
The stream